Confidence is not something you are born with or without. It is something you build step by step through consistent effort and real progress. And the most reliable way to develop it is by becoming truly skilled at something that matters to you. When you take the time to learn, practice, and improve a specific ability, you begin to create a solid foundation within yourself, one that is not easily shaken by opinions, criticism, or temporary failure. Many people spend years searching for confidence in external validation, waiting for approval, praise, or recognition before they feel worthy. But this approach is fragile because it depends on factors outside of your control. True confidence, the kind that lasts, grows from competence, from knowing deep down that you have put in the work and earned your progress. This idea is strongly aligned with the teachings of Joseph Murphy, who emphasized the power of the mind and the importance of disciplined, intentional action. When you focus on mastering a skill, you shift your attention away from doubt and toward growth. And that shift alone begins to change how you see yourself. At first, the process may feel uncomfortable, even frustrating, because learning anything new requires patience and repetition. But each small improvement adds up over time. You start noticing that tasks which once felt difficult become easier, and challenges that once intimidated you now feel manageable. This gradual transformation builds a quiet confidence that does not need to be announced or proven to others. It becomes part of your identity. The key is to choose skills that align with your goals and values. Then commit to practicing them consistently, even when motivation is low. Progress does not come from occasional bursts of effort. It comes from steady, focused practice over time. Measuring your improvement is also important because it gives you clear evidence of your growth, reinforcing your belief in your abilities. Instead of comparing yourself to others, you begin comparing yourself to who you were yesterday, and that perspective keeps you grounded and motivated. As your competence grows, so does your sense of control over your life, and that sense of control is a major source of confidence. You no longer feel like you are at the mercy of circumstances because you know you can rely on your skills to handle whatever comes your way. This is how real self-belief is built, not through empty affirmations alone, but through action, discipline, and continuous learning, creating a powerful cycle where effort leads to improvement, improvement leads to confidence, and confidence drives you to aim even higher. As you continue developing your skills, you begin to realize that confidence is not a sudden transformation, but a gradual process shaped by repetition, discipline, and a willingness to improve even when progress feels slow. Many people give up too early because they expect immediate results, but true competence requires time, patience, and consistent effort. When you commit to practicing regularly, you train not only your abilities, but also your mindset, teaching yourself to stay focused and resilient in the face of challenges. This is where the deeper value of skill building emerges, because it strengthens your character as much as your performance. Inspired by the philosophy of Joseph Murphy, you begin to understand that your subconscious mind responds to what you repeatedly do and believe. And when your actions align with growth, your self-image starts to evolve naturally. Instead of seeing yourself as someone who doubts or hesitates, you begin to identify as someone who learns, adapts, and improves. This shift in identity is powerful because it changes how you approach every new situation. Rather than avoiding challenges, you start to see them as opportunities to expand your competence and prove to yourself that you are capable of more. Over time, your focus moves away from fear of failure and toward a genuine desire to grow. You stop asking, "What if I fail?" and start asking, "What can I learn from this?" This simple change in perspective allows you to take more action, and action is the foundation of confidence. Each time you practice, you gather evidence that you are making progress, even if the improvements are small. These small wins accumulate and create momentum, making it easier to stay committed and motivated. It is also important to recognize that setbacks are a natural part of the process, not a sign that you are incapable. Every mistake provides valuable feedback, helping you adjust your approach and refine your skills. When you accept this, you become less afraid of failure and more focused on growth. Confidence built this way is stable and long-lasting because it is based on real experience rather than temporary emotions. You begin to trust yourself, not because everything is perfect, but because you know you can handle imperfections and keep moving forward. This trust becomes a powerful force in your life, influencing your decisions, your actions, and your overall mindset. As your competence continues to grow, you carry that confidence into new areas, creating a ripple effect that improves multiple aspects of your life. Ultimately, this journey is not just about becoming better at a specific skill, but about becoming a stronger, more capable version of yourself. Someone who is willing to learn, persist, and rise above limitations through consistent effort and belief in personal growth. As your journey continues, you begin to notice that the confidence you are building is no longer tied to specific outcomes, but instead rooted in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. And this realization marks a major turning point in your personal growth. At this stage, competence becomes more than just skill development. It becomes a mindset that influences how you think, act, and respond to life's challenges. You start trusting the process rather than obsessing over immediate results, understanding that every effort you make is contributing to a stronger, more capable version of yourself. This level of awareness reflects the deeper principles often associated with the teachings of Joseph Murphy, where the consistent alignment between thought and action gradually reshapes your inner belief system. Instead of waiting for perfect conditions, you take initiative, knowing that progress is created through movement, not hesitation. This proactive attitude strengthens your sense of independence because you are no longer relying on external circumstances to feel confident. You are generating that confidence from within through your actions and discipline. Over time, you also develop a greater sense of clarity about your goals, as the process of practicing and improving helps you understand what truly matters to you. This clarity allows you to focus your energy more effectively, avoiding distractions that once pulled you away from your path. You become more intentional with your time and effort, recognizing that every choice you make either supports or slows down your growth. Another important shift that occurs is your relationship with fear. While fear does not completely disappear, it loses its power to control your decisions because you have built enough competence to face uncertainty with courage. You understand that discomfort is often a sign of growth, and instead of avoiding it, you lean into it with confidence in your ability to adapt and learn. This mindset transforms challenges into valuable experiences, each one adding to your overall strength and resilience. As you continue to push yourself beyond your comfort zone, you begin to see patterns of success that reinforce your belief in your capabilities. These patterns create a feedback loop where effort leads to improvement, improvement strengthens belief, and belief encourages even greater effort. At this point, confidence becomes a natural byproduct of your lifestyle, rather than something you have to consciously chase. You carry yourself differently, make decisions more decisively, and approach opportunities with a sense of readiness instead of doubt. This transformation is not based on luck or external validation, but on the consistent work you have invested in yourself. Ultimately, you come to understand that confidence through competence is not a destination, but an ongoing journey, one that continues to evolve as you grow, learn, and challenge yourself to reach higher levels of potential in every area of your life.